keyboard will also suck. But I must do it so that for those who can't understand the words, they can maybe look at the glyphs and understand what's really going on. But first and foremost, what I must do is give you my hip-hop disclaimer. All right, so warning, this tape is not for everyone. If you feel that there's nothing wrong with the current state of hip-hop, then turn the tape off. This tape is not for you. If you feel that gangster rap, pimping hoes, violence, drugs, and thug activity and half-naked women in videos has elevated hip-hop as an art form, then this tape is definitely not for you. Turn this shit off right now. If on the other hand you feel that listening to the same songs over and over again on the radio that are laced with negative lyrics, watching the same soft porn and graphically violent videos while reading the same hip-hop magazines that endorse this way of life has shaped the minds of our youth and are collectively being used as a part of a mind control operation to mentally and spiritually enslave the future generations of hip-hop, then welcome to Decoding the Matrix of Hip-Hop, the Chronicles of the Black Dot. You follow me? Walk with me as I uncover this conspiracy as well as others involving the culture of hip-hop. We'll look at hip-hop from its earlier days when b-boys and b-girls rep for the love and the art of the form to what it has become today. But make no mistake about it, brothers and sisters, this is not a tape about the history of hip-hop. It's a tape about the mystery of hip-hop. We'll look at the four elements of hip-hop, DJing, MCing, breakdancing, and graffiti as it relates to the four elements of our glorious past, the drum, the oracle, the dance, and hieroglyphics. Together, we'll add the fifth element, which is knowledge, to explore the connections and what effect it has had on the future of hip-hop. At times, this tape will seem chaotic, all right? So you got to stay with me. This was done purposely in an attempt to break your thought patterns into fragments and de-scramble the matrix programming that we currently operate within, which tells us how and what to think, even when it comes to hip-hop. Focusing in this manner will help decode and process the information properly. Some of the articles about the government and mind control in hip-hop are specifically designed to stretch your imagination because remember, if you can't even conceive it, it's easier for them to achieve it. I'll use a combination of articles, stories, poems, rhymes, illustrations, visuals, and even music. Shit, we'll throw on some Nas and shit. Get that shit rocking. In an attempt to create the perfect platform for each individual to process this information. It's easier for some people to visualize while others learn through stories or can hear truth being spoken to them. Our ancestors used all of these formats to teach, and I'll keep with that tradition. I'll explore the possibility of rappers being government agents and the secret agreements reached to keep the masses at bay. Then I'll look into the theory of music having the ability to heal the people and the government conspiracy to turn down and distort the music. That's going to be very key because music has always been something to heal us. When I throw on Al Green, son, it's a rap. I don't care what I'm going through in my life, so we want to keep with that. I'll show you why hip-hop videos are dangerous. I'll also cover hip-hop relations between blacks and Jews. Well, me and Panic was going to break down the hip-hop relation between blacks and Jews. So I might just tap on it today. I won't get too into it. We're going to do some Raekwon and Ghostface shit and go back to back on some hip-hop shit that's going to blow your mind. All right? Because everywhere we seem to be, every time we create some new shit, they seem to be there. Like before we get there, they seem to be there. To be able to take it and suppress that energy into some commercialized shit. We use music to raise ourselves up, and they looking at it so they can get paid. So that's how they suppress our energy. We all God. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that energy is suppressed. All right? I'll get into the satanic signs and symbology of hip-hop and the Illuminati. Now, a lot of this information will simply be my opinion, but that doesn't mean that it's not laced with truth. Try not to allow the mind control program of the Matrix to tell you that if a story doesn't have proof or references or sources and quotes, you know what I'm saying, or research, that it's slander and has no validity. That's just a box that's been set up by the Matrix to keep you thinking within it and to keep you focused on using recycled thoughts and ideas. You know, I'm going to quote some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to base my whole lecture on quoting shit. Because all that shit is recycled thoughts. That doesn't mean I really learn shit. I can read 1 billion books and just start quoting a whole bunch of shit. At some point, you got to tap in and be like, you know what, fuck this. This is just my thoughts and my shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure we stay focused on that. The truth is something that you can feel in your heart, even if you can't prove it. In order to get a full understanding of this tape, you're going to have to feel your way through it. On the other hand, there will be plenty of articles out that are well researched with quotes, sources, and references that are strategically planted between my opinions to give you a sense of home if you ever get lost operating outside of the box that the Matrix has currently set up for you. Yet there are boxes within boxes within boxes that are all controlled by the Matrix. I'm simply attempting to provide a gateway from one box to another for those who are ready to think outside of the box that they currently operate within. All right? So every time you achieve something, there's always something else to achieve. Every time you learn something new and step out of a box, the Matrix is 2 boxes ahead. You know what I'm saying? So you step out of one thing thinking you going into neo-rap or some shit, and it's a box they already set up. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps you under control. It may appear that you're forging ahead. That's not how the Matrix operates. And by the time I finish this evening, you will understand that in greater detail. I'll take it as far as I can take it as far as my understanding of hip-hop. At that point, it will be the duty of someone else with a greater overstanding to lead us into the next box until there are no boxes left to master. However, the matrix of hip-hop is ever expanding in its attempt to keep our people on lockdown. For every box we master, it stays 2 boxes ahead, setting up programs that counter the next trend, style, even state of consciousness that hip-hop is heading toward before we can even fucking get there. Make no mistake about it, brothers and sisters, we are at war on a physical, mental, and spiritual level. Hopefully, after processing this information, you'll be able to function in the matrix without being of the matrix. See, we still got to function inside the matrix. So when I start getting on rappers, because I'm going to get in a lot of rappers' ass today, it's not from a talent point of view, because we are the most talented people in the world, hands down. But I'm going to show you how that talent is being used by somebody else to depress a whole bunch of other people. Okay? So they don't have to control 1 million people anymore. They need to just control one person that has control over millions. So I'm going to set up a board over here and show you how that operates. So when they move that one person on the board, it affects a whole bunch of other people. So we're dealing with the microcosm, which affects the macrocosm. See, they got this down to a science. They know if they got 10, 15 rappers that they can control on a board, that 10, 15 rappers controls millions. So whether they want you to buy shit, watches, drink Cristal, whatever the case may be, it's easier for them to do it just by moving these little pegs on the board. As above, so below. As within, so without. All right? All right, so now, once armed with this knowledge, it is the responsibility of each one of us to become Morpheus in search of the one who's ready to be unplugged. That person then becomes Morpheus in search of another one who's ready to know the truth about hip-hop. Then each one will teach one until we are all free of this hip-hop matrix. But remember, I can tell you the truth about hip-hop, but then I'll have to kill you. Not physically, but kill your old way of thinking until you become born again and are able to see the matrix of hip-hop for what it really is. Once you're born again into the true knowledge of hip-hop, then they'll have to kill you to protect the matrix from being destroyed. So ask yourself, are you up for the task? If so, then follow me as we enter into decoding the matrix of hip-hop, the chronicles of the Black Dot. All right, so I want to put that little disclaimer for cats who, you know what I'm saying, this information may get a little crazy for them. Put that out there so cats will know. What I want to do now is I want to put up my little hip-hop glossary. This is a hip-hop layman's terms glossary. Meaning I'm going to be using words that the average hip-hop cat may not be familiar with. Now you cats in here, you cats is on point, so you may, you know, have a better understanding. So we'll just say hip-hop glossary. I hate writing, so I will do a lot of abbreviating. That's why I never wrote down rhymes back in the day, because my handwriting sucks and my mind is moving too fast for the damn chalk half the time, all right? So, melanin. The hip-hop layman's term is this is the triple blackness. This is that pure darkness. You know, the media try to tell you that it's just about, you know, skin pigmentation to protect you from the sun. That is pure bullshit. It is what it is. It is why Jordan can do what he can do. It is why Barry Bonds can hit a baseball. And don't give me the steroid shit, because I ain't trying to hear it. That's all a setup. I'm standing right now in the triple blackness. It's the dark. It's what enables you, you know what I'm saying, to tap in and go to the other side of things. You know what I'm saying? It's that soul, that rhythm that you just can't buy that shit. You can't buy that shit. You are born with that. You know what I'm saying? That's that melanin. And it's a brain on the outside of your body that interfaces with the sun. You know what I'm saying? You standing out in the sun and Caucasian people are dying from the sun. That's crazy shit. Think about that for a minute. From the sun, the shit that gives you energy, feeds you, you able to kick it with the cosmos and talk and all that shit. That's what that melanin is. Don't let them fool you. When they come out with these movies and they're always talking about the dark side, stay from the dark side. They're trying to tell you to stay from yourself. They are afraid of the melanin because they understand that is that superpower shit that can heal all things. You know what I'm saying? So you young hip-hoppers, understand that. Be proud of your blackness and understand that if you tap into the right things, you out of here. Darth Vader. Darth. Melanin. Alright? Luke, I'm your father. That kind of shit. Alright? So melanin. Alright? That's a hip-hop breakdown, you know what I'm saying? When you puffing your weed and you traveling and shit, that's that melanin helping you travel. I'm going to talk about the chakras. Now, I know you cats understand this already, but you know what I'm saying? 7 wheels of light. That's your body. You're nothing but a light being. This, what you see, oh shit, I might go back. I might be going back on you, son. I used to do the boogie. Not as good as my partner did, but I used to do the boogie. And back in the days, not to get off the subject, but back in the days when you dealt with hip-hop, you had to be fluent in all of the art form. You know what I'm saying? One thing may have been your thing. You may have been an MC, but you knew how to break dance or boogie or tag your name up. You had to be skilled in all of the art forms before you can even call yourself a hip-hopper. That's just the way it was. Now they on some next shit. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, because I'm not really an artist, but I will do my, you know what I'm saying, throw a little hat on them and shit, you know what I'm saying? His hat will be backwards and shit, you know what I'm saying? A little stick figure, just a little Adidas on and shit, you know what I'm saying? We'll do that, right? Now, you're 7 wheels of light, all right? From the root chakra to the crown. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to illustrate these 7 wheels. You know, we'll put one, we'll put another one there. Put another one there. We'll call this one the heart one. Throat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right. Now these 7 wheels of light is what enables you to go into the higher self of who you are. When I tell you that you are God and you possess the ability to be God, young hip-hoppers, not you cats in here, because I got some advanced teachers that will be showing up, and advanced teachers in the room that can really go through this. But I'm keeping it for some regular hip-hop nigga who's puffing a little herb right now, and he want to understand what the fuck I mean by chakras. So you 7 wheels of light, and these 7 wheels of light, when you tap into them, it enables you to go from your lower self to your higher self. Now, the root, the track is the spinal cord, you know what I'm saying? The 33 vertebrae up your spinal cord, which enables that energy to go from the base, you know what I'm saying? The root chakra, which, let me get this right, give you a little bit on each. They are all color-coded at that. So the root chakra, which is here, is red, all right? And some of its qualities matter relating to the material world and success. So we're going to focus a lot on that during this lecture, because a lot of hip-hoppers never get past the material. All their rhymes is based on rims and shit. They're spinning, motherfucker, the rims are spinning. You know what I'm saying? On rims and shit like that. All right? Next one is the navel chakra, and it is orange. All right? Or the sacral plexus. And that one's here. You know what I'm saying? And giving and receiving emotions, desire, pleasure, sexual, passionate love. That's why a lot of cats is in their rhymes, they only talking about fucking, you know what I'm saying, mommy, I want to stick you and all of that. A lot of times they're not vibrating higher than that particular chakra. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show and prove this before this lecture is over, because it's all science, all right? So a lot of the sexual energy and material shit niggas is rhyme about is here. If your words and the meaning of your words don't vibrate higher than that, that's all I can count on you for. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to show you how some rappers have actually moved up a little bit. So where's my paper? All right. All right. Here is the solar plexus. All right. Some of the qualities is will, personal power, authority, energy, mastery of desire. So when rappers start moving up, and this one is yellow, you know what I'm saying? They start realizing, you know what I'm saying? I need to rap about something else. You know what I'm saying? I got to stop just talking about rims and bitches all the time. They start understanding, you know what I'm saying? And the energy starts to rise. You know what I'm saying? Up to the third chakra. Now the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. This is the cross between the higher and lower. Before you can even access any of these higher chakras, you must open your heart. Now when old school heads did hip hop, this is green, by the way. How they say you green with envy or something, they're talking about the heart chakra. These spinning wheels of light. You know what I'm saying? Most of the old school cats, they operated from the heart chakra and above, because they wasn't doing it for money. You know what I'm saying? They was doing it for the love of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I attribute that chakra to a lot of old school cats who did hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Throat chakra is blue. Think Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Even though he rhymed about a lot of shit here, the power of his voice and the meaning of his words. Who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46 in the morning? Crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out your eye. See who's this paging me and why. That energy, you know what I'm saying? And now granted, like I said, Biggie rhymed about a lot of lower chakra shit, but the potential is always there. That's why Biggie was dangerous. The potential to wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm tired of rhyming about this shit. I need to rhyme about something else to lift my people up. And then a nigga cross over, you know what I'm saying? And be on someone, fight the power, which was Chuck D. Also attribute Chuck D to the the throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where, you know, that energy came from. His voice vibrated and he did his thing. All right, we'll move up here to the brow chakra, what we call the first eye. Some people call it the third eye, first eye, but what we talking about, that inner eye, when you got to close these two and you can, you know what I'm saying, travel, dream, all the things you do about who you are, that's that third eye. The only rapper that I can say that really operated from that chakra, and this one is purple, was Rakim. All right, so this is indigo. I say Rakim simply because Rakim was the first one to actually bring the knowledge of self. He told you he was God. And he told you that you was God, and he had the lyrical sword to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Think about Rakim, not just putting words together, but told you that you was God. That was the most significant thing that ever happened in hip-hop to me, beyond maybe The Message by Melly Mel. You know what I'm saying? No rappers have reached this point. But this is the crown chakra, in my opinion, because we're only dealing with my humble opinion right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, when Rakim reached here in maybe 80, let's say 88, when he was in his prime, you know what I'm saying? Something happened, which brought the energy back down and started bringing it down and keeping it down, and that was N.W.A. Okay? I want you to see how it's a science. As we began to raise ourselves up through the lyrics and the words we was putting out, they got to counter everything we do. So N.W.A. showed up in 88. All right? Into 88, I remember, and it totally fucked the game up. Now this energy, these wheels, if you can master these wheels, you can do anything you want to do. Astral project yourself, travel, higher realms of things, all of that. If you can get the lowest, the highest chakras to spin twice as fast as the lowest chakras, you out of here. It's just that simple. Now, a lot of us are not familiar with this, but they're trying to keep our energy down. That's why they keep a lot of sex, violence, and stuff, so you can't raise your energy up, the Kundalini energy up, to be who we were supposed to be. And I'm strictly talking hip-hop. I'm going to show you through hip-hop how these chakras come into play. I'm not even dealing with anything else but hip-hop today. So everything I discuss will strictly be about hip-hop. So I wanted to show that so the young cats can understand the chakras. Vibrations. Everything moves. Everything in the universe is moving right now as we speak. This table is moving. If I can raise my vibration to an equal or higher than the table's vibration, shit, I can walk through it. And your ass would think you was high. You know what I'm saying? But whoa, this nigga just walked through the fucking table, God. Get the fuck out of here. But that's science. Okay? You need to raise your vibrations through the chakras so you can even grab some of the information. Like on the lower chakras, if you are, drugs, sometimes alcohol, if it's excessive sex, if this is all you're thinking about, then these are only vibrations you can pick up. The universe is trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But if you raise your shit up, it's vibrations up here, son. You know what I'm saying, that you can pick up. That's why you can talk to certain people and they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right. And you be talking basic shit, you're like, son, you don't fucking get that? Their vibration is not there. No matter how much you talk to them, they'll never get it. Stop talking to people. You're wasting your energy. Stop talking to people. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? So everything you want to know, the universe is trying to convey it to you. But if I can't get up there to get, you know what I'm saying, to get that information, it's a waste. If all of these things is pulling me down, you know what I'm saying, during the program, it's all programmed too. You know what I'm saying? Everything you see on TV, this and that, they understand how the chakras work and how to raise yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So everything they're doing is geared toward low vibration shit. And they're trying to keep it there because they know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then that's something different. So you hip hoppers got that? All right. All right, let's move on to frequencies. I might spell this motherfucker wrong, but I'm gonna try. All right. Frequencies. You turn on the radio. Hot 97. They doing commercials at the time you turn this shit on. You don't want to hear no fucking commercials. You turn down the dial. The power, what was that? 105. Power 105. All you did was switch the frequency. You switch the channel. Now, Hot 97 didn't go anywhere. It's still there, but you have tuned yourself up. Or should I say the radio has tuned itself into a different frequency. So now you on some Power 105 shit. You know what I'm saying? You can bounce back and forth. We too, as people, possess that power. We can switch the channel. Some frequencies are long, and some frequencies are short. Now y'all could be talking about the same shit, but if I'm on a long frequency and you on a short frequency, we'll be arguing and shit. You be arguing with your girl and shit, and come to find out y'all talking about the same shit. Y'all in agreement, but y'all arguing. That's what frequencies is all about. You know what I'm saying? So think Hot 97 and think Power 105. Think positive, think negative. If you want a negative frequency, you know what I'm saying, you want to switch over to some positive shit, when you change the channel, that means you have to change certain things about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You sitting around puffing weed all day, you want to get a job, and shit, you ain't got no money. Change the frequency. Align yourself with motherfuckers who working. Align yourself and put yourself in a position where you can get a fucking job. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, we'll speed through a couple of these and shit. Occult. Just mean hidden. You know what I'm saying? As brother Cypher, hey, get well, brother. I heard you a little under the weather right now, but get well. He's one of the eye openers 11, you know what I'm saying, that's be dropping this science. He breaks this down as being hidden culture. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear the word occult, don't spook yourself out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hip hoppers, I know you trained a certain way. That's that shit, that's that devil shit, son. Occult, son. It's not. It just means hidden. Everything is not out in the open. Certain things are hidden, and you have to search for them within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's a program too. When you go to the library or, you know what I'm saying, the bookstore, and you see that word occult, you keep walking. You be like, I ain't going in there. That's that scary shit. There used to be a saying that if you wanted to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book. Well, niggas is reading now. So now if you want to hide something from a black man, you put it in an occult book. It's just that simple. So you reading, but now they putting the shit in occult and so-called satanic books, and you scared to go in there. You know what I'm saying? Understand the science. It's your shit. They preserving it for themselves because they the ones who tapping in, and I'm going to show and prove that before the day is over. So occult just means hidden. That's all. We all have an occult side about us. Metaphysics. I'm going to break that down as just high science. Not the normal shit you working with. It's deep shit, son. It's high. It's above what's normal to you. And if you're going to understand this lecture that I'm going to put down today, you're going to have or be versed in a little bit of metaphysics. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear me mention the word metaphysical, I'm just talking about high science. No different than your lessons, God. You know what I'm saying? Which are metaphysical. Same shit. You know what I mean? Same shit. Sexual energy. You'll hear me mention this because it's extremely pertinent when we're talking about hip-hop. And we're talking about your energy. The sexual energy is, we all have a sexual energy about us. Every time we get our fuck on, there's amazing things taking place between me and my queen. You know what I'm saying? Whether I choose to tap into that energy or not is on me. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm, the solar fact energy from the sperm, I tell you that I got shit from the sun inside my sperm, son. That's deep shit. Solar-phatic energy from the sun is what sperm is made of. That's why at the rape scene, at the Kobe scene and shit, they got to come in with the, what's that light that they use and shit, so they can see ultraviolet and shit. I got ultraviolet shit up in me. That's serious shit. Now, if you tapping into this sexual energy, it can work for you. If you do not tap into it, it's working for somebody else. So a lot of times, all these sexual videos and we getting our fuck on, but if we not tapping into the energy, somebody else is eating that shit just like a tuna fish sandwich because they know how to tap into it. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you bust that nut with your girl, if you take your focus off that ass and focus on things that you want to bring down from the astral plane, I'm getting ahead of myself, things start happening. This is ancient science, fellas. We've been doing this shit for years. Years. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard shit to do, to focus, because you be on that ass, you be ready to make that shit happen. But you gotta, especially if you can get you and your queen and the shit together, oh my God. Shit, I might be driving around on new rims, they spinning, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? It's a sexual energy that we all possess. And it comes back to the chakras too, raising that kundalini energy up and making something happen. Even if you're a fucking chronic masturbator, understand that on the astral plane of things, you bust off. You giving birth to babies on a whole other fucking plane. Simple as that. I don't even want to go to astral plane. I know I got billions of babies up there. Fucking child support gonna be serious when I get up to the fucking astral plane of shit. But that's just the way it works. Keep that real and shit. All right, so let's deal with esoteric, because I'm going to talk about that. That's just the inner. We're talking about the inner things, sort of like occult. It's just inner things. When you go to church, this is probably what the reverend, if he's a Mason, is studying for himself. But this is not what he gives to the people. You see what I'm saying? This is shit he keeps for himself. He gives the exoteric shit to you. And this is how he's able to keep you a slave. He ain't studying the same shit you study. And don't get it fucked up. He's dealing with the esoteric knowledge, the ancient knowledge, which all of that shit breaks down to you being God. This shit right here, you waiting for God. You waiting for God on the outside of you to come and save you. And you know ain't nobody coming to save you. If you still think somebody coming to save you, turn the tape off now. Bottom line, turn the tape off. And keep that real. Aura. We all have an aura about us. It's a sort of like an invisible color or vibration that we have. That's why certain people you can walk up on, and if you can read their aura, you know that's a warm brother. That's a warm sister. They don't even have to speak. It used to be a time with our chakras, when we was operating up here, that you can actually see the color of those people you was talking to. You knew who was sick and what they were sick from. Like, damn, son, you're always a little fucked up, son. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. We've lost that ability because we believe that this third dimensional paradigm that we live in is all that there is. So we've lost those powers over the time. When they talk about the fall of man, they talking about the fall of man. That's all that shit mean. When we used to operate up here, we knew all there was to fucking know. The fall of man. Now we're dealing with the root chakra type shit. All right? And like I mentioned, astral plane. Astral plane just means a dimension higher than this one that we currently operate in. It's a couple of levels, you know what I'm saying? That's how you tap in. You can do it through drugs. I wouldn't advise it unless it's some really good shit. If you're fucking with the real good shit, then you can tap in. A lot of people, when they die, you know what I'm saying, they see themselves, or they're about to die, near-death experiences, they see themselves hovering above themselves, moving to a whole nother plane. Through meditation, of course, back to the chakras. Raising the chakras and energy up, astral projection, being two places at once. Get your mind out of the gutter, God, like you cannot do that. You did all of that. And then some. All right? And I'll talk about, damn, I'm all over the fucking place. I'm dedicating this lecture to ODB. You know what I'm saying? Because he was straight chaos when it came to hip hop. So this is going to be chaotic. It's look like it's not going to make sense, but when you get the tape, it's all going to make sense. So microcosm / macro, which I just mentioned, macro, all right, you know what I mean, macrocosm, all right, here we go. Microcosm is the smaller portion of things, you know what I'm saying? Macrocosm is, the outer things, so to speak, from a hip-hop point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be talking a lot about that. They don't need to control the macrocosm of us. They need to just control the microcosm of us, which moves and dictates what's happening in the cosmos. As within, so without. As above, so below. So what's going on in the heavens out there is going on inside of you. You know what I'm saying?